What's up, everybody? It's your boys Gin and Juice back at it again, and today we're here with a very controversial video.
Ooh.
This is our opinion. You and I have opened up so many products over the past like 4 or 5 years
and spent a ton of money,
an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
And I want to go ahead and create this video for newcomers in the hobby, for old heads in the hobbies, for those average collectors, for those resellers, those flippers, those whatever you want to be called in this hobby.
Mm-hmm.
This is our opinion on what the best football products are to open. Now,
and also the worst.
And the worst. We'll get to the worst. Now, this is going to be like a tiered approach.
Right.
So we're going to talk about like the good / cheap stuff, the best / moderate, like how much your money you want to spend, and then the best and most expensive.
Right.
Now, these prices, they're still insane.
Yeah.
The prices on these boxes are still insane. A lot of these products should not be priced where they're at,
right?
But they are. So we'll start with the cheap /
budget,
good / budget friendly.
Right.
Product.
And then what price range is this?
This is going to be from $200 to $550.
Can't believe that a budget is considered $200 to $500.
And I'm telling you right now, none of these are $200.
Yeah, I know.
But I just
expensive.
did a little thing just for the sake of this video.
All right, so we chose to put the products in a category of value.
Yep.
Meaning that, you know, for the price you pay, there's good resale value in there, potential to get, you know, your money back or, you know, come out ahead, but we all know the risks that we take. And then we know hot garbage is just do not touch it with a 10-foot pole. Yeah,
100%. So shout out to our boy Alex Hodges. He does these little videos all the time. Is this product value or hot garbage? So we're going to do it here. Value or hot garbage. So let's start with the value boxes first.
Sure.
I think that'd be the easiest thing to go over. So what's the first box?
Well, let's talk about Bowman U Chrome Football.
Bowman U Chrome Football. Yeah. So Bowman University Chrome Football. I personally think that might be one of the best boxes from a value standpoint on this list. It's roughly around from $350, I want to say, somewhere around that area. You could get amazing artwork of your favorite college athletes. It's the Chrome product, which is the best product Topps has to offer. Yep. It kind of gives you that vibe of like, you know, how from the professional standpoint, Panini Prism is like the hobby card. Well, from college standpoint, the Chrome card, Topps Chrome product, Bowman Chrome is the card of college.
And it definitely kind of lets you kind of prospect, you know, potential players before they become pros. Yep. So it gives you a good opportunity to maybe get a few cards early. And, you know,
sit on them
for a little bit and get some value out of it later.
And plus, college football is massive. So there is a massive following. Like, I overpay for a lot of my Arizona guys. And I love Arizona. But from the national football standpoint, we're getting better. Yep. Last year was great. Hopefully this year is better. But we're not one of those top tier schools like a USC or Alabama or Georgia, where a lot of those colleges have massive followings. Yeah. So there's that. Next up, let's talk about Contenders Football. Now, you mentioned before we started filming this, that the platform kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah, it used to be like full of like multiple packs and things like that. And then they kind of, I guess, streamlined it. So it's just like four.
It's either 4 or 6 packs. It's hard to remember off the top of my head because we haven't opened this year's yet. But they're basically more exclusive.
Yeah.
They're like you said before, they used to be just like 12 packs and it used to be just
all this paper product and, you know, just things that you would just toss it aside and you're just hoping for a few good things. But it's always good. I think you usually generally get at least one card that's an on-card auto.
Yep. Now, these on-card autos could be the rookie ticket autos, which are highly coveted. Now, granted, this year, you don't have the C.J. Strouds or the Will Levises or so forth, but in years prior, when you're looking at these things like the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, those rookie ticket cards are massive. Yep. And if you can get them out of this box, this cheaper box, again, I'm going to say the word cheap, but
it's not really.
It's not really cheap. The box is still probably around like $450, somewhere around there, maybe $500. But that box, from that pricing standpoint, is really good.
And then we definitely have to talk about certified, right?
Certified football, you got certified football, you got elite football, and you got Donruss football.
Yep.
Elite football has like triple autos in it from like veterans and stuff like that. I remember going up against Car Collector 2 when he came to town and we did a little box battle.
That is right.
And he pulled like a triple auto of us like a bunch of legendary Steelers players or Packers players, one of the two.
Right.
And it was a really cool thing to see. Donruss football is almost like the Optic football product. From a design standpoint, you can get number cards of your best top quarterbacks, things like that, or wherever you're collecting. Plus, you can get downtown cards.
Yeah.
So that, to us, from the $200 to $550 price range, rounds up the value boxes where we believe that if you buy those products, you open it up, if you decide to do any of that, they have the best resale per value. They have the best investment standpoint overall, and the collectability of those cards are highly sought after, so they're highly collectible.
Right. But we do also have to reiterate again that it's not a guarantee that you're going to get your money's worth. You have to understand the risks that you're going into, but we feel that for risk versus reward, these are the better options.
Yeah, let's get to the fun part, because a lot of you might disagree with us with a lot of these.
For sure.
Which is okay. Please leave your comments below if you think we're crazy. But let's get to the hot garbage of this good/cheap section of this video for this price range, this budget range of $200 to $550.
You know what? Definitely, I would have to say, Illusions really is a product that irks me. I don't know why that, and Zenith, I don't understand the reasoning behind making these products other than just to be kind of like a cash grab.
Yep. And on top of that, you have plates and patches, which is god awful. You have limited football, which is terrible. You can never grade a card out of limited football. You also have clearly Donruss, which is the same thing as Donruss football.
Yeah.
But
just on a clear card.
Clear card, which is super, it's harder to pull a lot of those things. Now, granted, recently, this year's, I think there was a small print version, so you got a lot of more of the hits, but they're not as desirable as the others, I feel like.
Now, this one may be a little bit controversial. We put Origins into the hot garbage section. Now, you guys would be like, what are you talking about? You guys open Origins, you guys praise Origins.
I love the artwork.
The artwork is great, but again, we talk about resale value for what you're paying.
Not there at all.
Not there at all.
Yeah. On top of that, Panini 1. I'm a huge Panini 1-on-1 and Panini 1 type of guy.
Talk about a big gamble there.
Yeah. You get one card. And this year, the prices have come down. They should be around $300. They should be a lot cheaper. It's one card.
Yeah.
But $300, $350, I think, as we saw most online, the product's absolute trash. It's a massive gamble. The odds of you making your money back is
you would have to
0.001%.
You have to hit that low numbered sought after rookie quarterback.
Well, the resale value is not even there.
Yeah, it's
it's tough. It's horrible for how great that product could be. Mm-hmm. It's just terrible. And then the last one is probably a little bit of an interesting one.
It could go either way.
Yeah,
rookies and stars.
This one is there in the middle, like you just said, rookies and stars. It's in between for me. The resale value is not really there.
But again, leave your comments down below if you think some of our choices weren't correct to put in the hot garbage section or to put in the value section, and then you can always give us a reason why, and we'll take a look.
Yeah, why not?
I'd love to see what you guys' thoughts on the products that have been put out over the years.
Yeah, and again, this is our opinion, so enjoy. Let's move to the better slash moderate, and this is crazy. This is going to be from $550 up to $1,000.
Wow.
$550 to $1,000. Now, mind you, a lot of these products that we're about to name off, just like the good and cheap, they've never been this expensive.
Yeah,
they've always been cheaper before the boom. Now, granted, the price of these products actually have come down. They used to be a lot more expensive. But this is the better and moderate. The value list is actually short. It's only two products.
Select and Optic Football.
Yeah, Select Football should be under $1,000. in most cases. Now, granted, over the years, people hold boxes and they've gone up in value, but for a new product on release, it should always be less than $1,000. So if you're paying more, I probably wouldn't. I think this year's product's right around $900, which is still crazy. It should come down, in my opinion, but we'll see. You guys know how the hobby is at the moment, and then optic football is like $800 to $900, which shouldn't be that high. It should be a little bit lower.
Again, these are big risks, but you can also get a big reward out of it.
Yeah, and I do want to throw a disclaimer out there. Mind you, these are only hobby boxes that we're talking about. We're not talking about your choice products. We're not talking about Tmall.
Right.
We're not talking about H2 products. This is strictly
The
hobby boxes. So those are the only two in the value section that we think is great for the better/moderate.
Right, and I love making the hot garbage section.
Yeah, the hot garbage section. This is the realest of the real.
Right.
I think this is the easiest one for us. If you don't mind, let me talk about the very first one.
Okay. I'll let you.
So we do have a little list here, so we stay on topic and make sure we give you guys the information. But the first one, absolute football.
What?
Is absolute garbage. Hot garbage. There is one card that people want, and it's the damn kabooms.
Yeah.
That's it. If you want a kaboom, buy it. The odds of you pulling the kaboom is insane. The retail value or the value of these products or these cards after you pull them, not there. The only thing that's worth anything is the kaboom, and it's like one per case.
Yeah.
So I would not buy absolute football at all. Don't buy into the hype. Don't buy into people hyping this product up. The RPAs are trash. You can't grade any of the other cards because they're just cut weird. They're too thick. It's just not a good product. There. That's my rant.
That's your rant. For me, obviously Phoenix and Mosaic hasn't been. For the price you're paying for Mosaic, you gotta have better cards in there. Like I'll admit some of the recent designs have been kind of pretty neat, a little bit of an upgrade from the previous Mosaics. But again, if you don't pull any of the big names and in like low numbered or even like autos, it's like not worth it. And I think that it's down to like just one auto per box. I think.
It's one auto per box and less parallels than any other hobby box. Like you can open up Optic Football and get more parallels in that product for almost the same exact price.
Right.
Mosaic is nearly $700 to $800. You get one auto. You get less parallels. They ruin the stained glass because now it's so damn easy to pull stained glass. Plus, it's in all the retail product. Now, if we did a retail video, this is where that product might switch and become good because buying the retail product of Mosaic is almost like buying the hobby. You can get every single case hit in Mosaic in retail. They absolutely ruin the Mosaic hobby.
If the price was dropped down to maybe like $300, it could fall into a good category. But with the price the way it is now, it is definitely hot garbage.
Next up, these next two are absolutely terrible. They're one packers, Obsidian Football and Panini Black.
That's surprising though, right? Like I would think like Obsidian with the art, the low numbers.
You can get color blast.
You can get,
which are great. They're a lot easier to pull now.
But they don't have the resale
love the
value.
product, but the resale value is not there.
It's just weird.
It's a beautiful product. It's made good, better than Black. Black, you can't even grade any of the cards. If you grade Obsidian cards, they're always
have chances to get 10s.
Black, you have zero chance to get 10s.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the worst quality controlled cards I've ever seen in my entire life. The only reason why Obsidian's there is because the resale value is not there.
Yeah.
If I had to rank,
it's like Origins too. It's like we love it, but
if I had to rank, say between one packers between, I guess Black might be more than one pack, or is it one pack?
No, it's just one pack, one box of cards.
Got it.
It's in that cardboard box.
Those two items, Obsidian and Panini Black, is drastically different. Panini Black is just god awful, the worst hot value or hot garbage ever. The Obsidian, it's there. I love it. It's just the resale value is not there.
Yeah, that is true.
Unless you get color blast, but that's the same thing as kabooms.
But I do like the art is great, like the electric etches, the greens, the oranges and stuff, but I wish they just had better resale value.
True.
This is a category we probably spent the most time in.
The best / most expensive.
Right. And this is anything $1,000 plus.
Yeah, anything $1,000 plus. This is, if we missed a product, by the way, during this entire journey, let us know in the comments below. But you guys seen us open up a ton of this product. Let's start.
This is like the godfather of products.
Yeah, this is the card of the hobby.
Yeah.
Prism football. Prism football is value-wise up there. You have to put it up there. Mm-hmm. Now, the next two, and this is it. There's only 3 products in this list, are Flawless Football and National Treasures.
Whew.
So you have Prism, National Treasures, and Flawless.
Right.
So a lot of you know what products are over $1,000. So that means our hot garbage list is probably going to have a lot of people chiming in.
And people will say, what? Flawless? That's like $10,000 a briefcase and stuff like that. But yeah.
When you're buying products at this value or this like amount of money, hopefully
you do what you do.
Yeah, you have disposable income, I guess.
Love that. But then you open that briefcase and you pull a nice Justin Herbert RPA to, what was it, like 35 or something?
25. So everything in Flawless is 25 or less.
That's where you're kind of like putting your big gamble, but it can pay off. And usually you can get a nice payout out of that.
You guys all know Flawless, National Treasures, and Prism. Let's go to the hot garbage. Because the hot garbage...
Now, this is very interesting for me because we put Spectra into hot garbage. And you know...
I love Spectra.
We love Spectra. We always open Spectra. We definitely spend a lot of money buying into Spectra. But we had to put it in hot garbage because...
The resale value of the cards is just not there.
Which is surprising. I love all of the art. It's just beautifully done. The golds, the autos.
The 4 cards per pack.
4 cards per pack. There are 4 autos in there. I mean, it's just perfect. It's just, again, pricing is just way out there compared to what...
If they had a smaller checklist... Because their checklist is also massive.
It is.
You can get a lot of players that should not be in there. If their checklist was smaller and they kept the 4 packs but smaller and with the same price, I'd be okay with it. But you pull so many bad players that shouldn't. They're not bad players. They're bad players for the hobby.
Right.
And it's like from a collectability standpoint, the cards aren't as desirable. So if I wanted to collect it, I would just wait till everybody opens it and go buy the cards I want on the open market.
Yep.
But the resale value, if you're an opener, I would not do this. I would not use Spectra at all.
And the next one is obviously, again, 1-packers, Impeccable and Immaculate.
Yeah. Now, Impeccable is worse than Immaculate in my opinion. I like the design, but that Impeccable football is like $2,000 a box, and it should never be that high.
And the thing I don't like about Impeccable is, obviously it's like 3 or 4 boxes per case.
Yep.
1 bar card and then plates. So obviously the bar card's way heavier. So if you kind of pick up a couple boxes and one feels heavier than the other, you can kind of figure out which one has the bar card, and then you just hope it's like a gold or platinum.
Yeah, and those bars don't even resell great either.
No.
For some of the players. Plus the autos, you get like 4 autos in a box. A lot of those autos aren't great either. Like there's a lot of players, again, just like Spectra, where the checklist is massive for the product and the product is super expensive. And like when someone sells a product for like $2,000, now I get it. A lot of these prices are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the amount of value you get back out of an Impeccable box is the equivalent to the amount of value that you potentially could get out of an Optic box. Right. And you're spending half. Right. Or the same amount of value you can get out of a Donruss box, and you're spending 2/3 more. If you're weighing your odds, like the gap of the value for just 1 pack, Impeccable is probably the worst hot garbage product when it comes to the expensive.
Although at one show I did overhear a gentleman selling an Impeccable bar card, and I give him props for his sales tactic, because he was trying to calculate the cost of gold, spot gold at that time, and then figure out the math for that like 1 ounce piece or whatever the size of gold that was in there, and to calculate that into the value of the card. And I was just listening, and I was just like, yeah, you have to kind of do a sales pitch like that to like try to recoup the money you spent to get that card. So I thought it was impressive that he tried to use the gold value to bolster the price of that bar card.
That's insane. Absolutely insane. And then Immaculate Football. Here's the problem with Immaculate Football. Immaculate Football is a fantastic collector card.
Yeah.
Fantastic collector card. If I'm a collector, you can get some really cool cards out of Immaculate. For the price when it's like $2,500, why not pay a little bit more and just buy National Treasure?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
With the resale value, if you're spending $2,500 on a box, National Treasure is like $3,000.
Yeah.
Why not spend $500 more and get a better resale card, a better chance at a better, bigger card?
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just spend a little bit more. Yeah. Get the National Treasures. That's a lot more popular than Immaculate, and you'll have an easier time moving those cards. So
now, as a collector, I would just wait till the open market is flooded with Immaculate cards and get them at a lot cheaper than what you would do if you bought into a break.
Yeah.
Bought a box yourself.
Yep.
I mean, you can get autos and so forth of really cool stuff, but like the checklists are insane. You open it up and you could get a Jake Plummer auto.
Yeah,
Jake Plummer. And like I want him in an Arizona Cardinals jersey, not a Denver Broncos.
Right. And sometimes, like, the best way is sometimes you just have to buy the case.
Yeah, buying cases on a lot of this stuff it's probably the way to go.
That's very risky, too. Because you may not get, you do have to check and make sure if there's any case hits or things like that. But, I mean, the best option is to buy by the case. And I don't know if you want to buy a case of Immaculate versus a case of NT.
Yeah, if I'm spending that much, I'm doing NT.
NT, yeah, hands down.
NT, hands down. Well, there you go. This is our opinion of the best football products to open and the worst football products to open. Hopefully you guys have found this very helpful. I'm sure it's going to cause a lot of stir in the comments below.
So leave a comment down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What products have we missed? What takes did we have that's just so out there that you couldn't believe it that you just had to leave a comment?
Yeah. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon.
Deuces.